Date for the day as well. Gold and forex pairs, key levels, buy levels and stuff. So gold, we're in a big daily trading range, sort of forming a bullish rectangle. So if we break out of here, you're going to want to wait for the retest and then take it back up to wherever it pushes once it goes through that all-time high. But lower time frame, so you're sort of pulling back now. Stochastic RSI is at the bottom. I'd be looking for... You're actually at a good opportunity now. You're at the 50 MA, the 50% pullback. You're in an SR flip. Gold's been mega bullish. There's just a lot of trend liquidity here, so I think you could get a sweep into it, maybe down to the 618, but that looks like a pretty good buy for me at current levels. Stop loss just behind the 618, so then you got a nice 3.5 to 1 there. Or if you wait for the pullback into the 618 maybe, you can still get a 3 to 1 from there. Better entry, but the thing is with gold, I've noticed lately, you don't always get a pullback into the 618. So what you want to do here is zoom in onto the 15-minute time frame. So if we hold the 50% level, you're going to want to see it on the 15 minutes. It's probably going to sweep that low, come in, form a higher high above here, and then you'll probably see it put in a higher low, and then that's your confirmed entry for the break of this sort of downtrend there. Higher high, buy in on the higher low, maybe stop loss under the 618, and then if you don't get this breakout in a higher low, then same thing, you're just looking for that exact same move on the 618 instead of the 0.5, but that's a pretty good level for me. I'd definitely be watching this. So yeah, even there, that would be your entry. You can have a 3 to 1, you can have a tighter stop loss. I think even if it puts in the higher high, it could sweep the lows again, so you'd want to have a bit of breathing room there. But that's a risk to reward. That's what trading's all about. It's about probabilities, and that trade hits more times than it doesn't. And if you're making 4 to 1, even say making $4 every time it hits and losing 1 every time it doesn't, you're going to make a lot more money trading this consistently than you're not. Euro USD, what have we got here? See, I was waiting for a pullback there that didn't quite come, but so look at this. Tagged the 618, pushed off it, higher high, higher low. That was your real entry, and then you're riding this to the top. With your stops, give them a bit of breathing room just in case you come back for another sweep. There's a 3 to 1. I was trying to get in on the retest here yesterday, but I don't think it didn't pull back to the 618. I don't think. See, it didn't even pull back to the 50, but that could have been a buy as well, and then you would have had your stops trying to take out the highs, and then you could have had your stops anywhere here, and there's a 4 to 1, and look at the profit that's in already. I think GBP USD is looking the same. I did trade this the other day, but I closed it early. Yeah, exactly. So daily, found support on the 618, turned resistance into support, and then you're ripping. So there's no trade there at the moment. NZD USD, that was the same thing. I closed this trade early too. I need to start leaving my trades open longer. So found support on the 50, stop loss under this low. There's a 4 to 1, and you're in heavy profits. I closed it way early. I think I closed it. I might have closed it even here somewhere, but it was still in alright profits. So Still happy with the trade. You can't lose taking profits. Euro JPY. I think I'm going to trade on this now. It's just hovering around entry, I think. Yeah. So almost hit the stop loss. So hit the 618, brought in, found support there. So I had the stop loss just under it. I think I'm still in that. What's that doing? Euro JPY, yeah, so that's up 100 USD, and I have I've closed 130 of it, and I put the stop loss to entry now, and it's still running in profit. AUD chef, I think that's a sell. Was I in a trade on this? Oh, did I hit stop loss? I was in a trade on this. AUD chef. No, I haven't hit stop loss on here. It's very close to it. I must have given it a bit more room. Oh, it just almost tapped it. I don't know if you can see that, but it just almost tapped it. So that's minus 100 at the moment, but I think that's a good trade. Even now. I'll just clean this up because it's a mess. So you do want to be careful because you're breaking. Hang on, what's this down sloping trend line? Get rid of that because we are. This is continuation of a downtrend for me. You know, we had to move down, put in a bear flag, broke out of it. You've lost another level, turning it into support. I think you're going to target those lows, but maybe on the daily, wait for a pullback to just before the 618, which is also the 50. This could pull back further. I think I might get stopped out, and you know, you could target somewhere in these wicks because there's going to be liquidity there. Stop loss just behind the 79, and you know, that's an awesome trade. These are going to take a while to play out because you're on the daily and the 4 hourly, but I just find the levels are so well respected. Yeah, AUD USD breaking out. How are we looking here? So if we've just broken out on the daily, you'd be looking to turn this into support, which it broke out, it retested it, and then it's ripping. You might actually get another test of it properly. So I'd sort of be looking for run your fib from, I don't like that. Maybe here's the level that led to the breakout there. So yeah, I think pretty much just that horizontal support there. Wait for a retest, say between the 50 and the 618, targeting the highs. Stop loss pretty tight here. You don't want to see a closing candle under back inside of this range. So I think that's a good trade. That's a real good trade. Normally when you get a breakout, the first retest has a strong bounce too. So yeah, I think that's a good trade on AUD USD. Got stopped out on that one. No trade there. I probably would have re-entered on this candle if I did see that at the time, but you've missed it now, so nothing to do on that for a while. AD CAD, don't like that. Oh, I closed this trade ages ago. It was taking a long time to play out. But yeah, you're in an uptrend. Broke out, retested, could have brought here. But yeah, the original entry was that before the breakout, you know. That's your second. 1, 2. This will be your third time testing this level, so you might get a breakthrough here. So just watch AUD CAD for I'll be looking for something like this, and then there's your entry, taking it back to the highs. Stop loss just under here. So I think that'll be a good trade. Just give it some time. Chuck it on the watch list. So that's forming a nice bull flag. Missed the entry. Am I in that? AUD, NZD. I might be in this. Oh, it looks like it's stopped out actually. Yeah, where is it? AUD, NZD. So I closed that early. I don't know if you can see this or not, but no. Where is it? I closed that one in 220 US profit. AUD and ZD up there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a no trade at the moment. What do I want to see here? So here we've sort of put in our first higher high, so I'll drop down to the hourly, and then I want to see a retest of this. So you've broken the internal downtrend, you've started this uptrend, so this could be a good trade actually coming on AUD NZD, and then it's confirmed. So you bounce at the 50%, which is also horizontal support, should line up with the trend line. By then you're probably going to have the RSI at the bottom, and then here's your trade. Targeting the highs, swing trade. Yeah, have it under the 7.9, even the stop loss. But that's what you're after. You got a nice bull flag. Here's your pole, here's your flag. So once we break out of here, it's gonna rip. But yeah, it's on the lower time frames changing, so you want to wait for the pullback and then buy at that level. Shift JPY, that looks, it's a bit all over the place for me. It's at support, but I don't like these wild this wild shit here. I'll just see something. Hang on, let me see the daily. Yeah, that's over it. That's, I don't know, I'd stay out of that, to be honest. Looks like you had, see that cup and handle here? Broke out of the handle. So cup and handles have a measured move. Let's just see. So bottom of the cup to the top, and then once it broke out of the handle, you'd expect it to put in at least that move. Look at that. This is my favourite chart pattern, guys. Cup and handles on the daily time frame. So you got your cup here, and then you've got your handle here. So for me, I would have tried to enter on the 50. I would have entered here, or wait on the confirmed breakout. See, and then it come back and wicked into here, so that would have been your entry, and rode it the whole way out. Like, look how perfect those cup and handles play out. So your measured move is from there up, and then that's perfect, man. The first one I ever called, actually, I'll show you, was on Euro USD a while ago. It was when I first learned about cup and handles. There you go. This one, honestly, was just perfect. So this was the first one I traded. I took full TP on this one. So you got your beautiful cup and handle there. I think I entered on the breakout of this, and then even if you missed it, even if you missed the, oh, wrong one. This was a massive trade, and it was my first cup and handle, so I was just like, fuck yeah. So from the bottom of that to the top, you know, played out to a T. Look at that. Beautiful. Even if you missed it on the breakout of the handle, you can see here it retested. It retested here. So yeah, it's just crazy how much these chart patterns, or how perfectly they play out. So you could have taken it from there or there. Either way, it hit both of them. But yeah, what else we got? I'll do a couple more. Don't like that at the moment. Nothing there. Oh, this I'm in. This is a buy now. Where is it? So USD JPY. 50% pullback. You want to see it hold above the 50 MA. You could widen your stop a little. Take out the high. You know, there's pretty much a 3-to-1 there. You had a higher high, so you'd expect it to hold here. I wouldn't want to see it coming down much more. See, if you drop into the 15, it's not really, oh yeah, no, that's confirmed. So here's the confirmed breaker structure on the 15. This is a perfect entry right now. So you've swept all the lows, all the liquidity, and then you've put in a higher high above this, and then you've retested it. So you could have your stop losses. You know, you wouldn't want it coming back here now really, because it is confirmed. Sometimes you get sweeps though, so I do still like to leave my stop loss. I always just try and make it a 3-to-1 at least. What's that? Yeah, there you go, 3-to-1. Entries right now on USD JPY. I think that's a really good trade. Yeah, that'll do anyway, guys. Just thought I'd jump on, do a quick market update. I'll do a crypto and a forex one sort of daily and give buy levels, and I don't think I'm going to trade the Nasdaq today. I've been good on here lately, and it's just, yeah, it's too close to all-time highs for me. This chart's a fucking mess, but I've had some wicked scalps on here. Perfect. So you want to see it hold previous day high. Probably go for Asia high. Sorry. If you get displacement on the 1 minute, shit, you could maybe have a stab at something like that, but it's just too close to all-time highs. Shit. So yeah, that'll be me, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll do more daily updates. Thank you.